What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Marvel's Avengers video, and today we've got a Captain America build. This is my heavy hitters build. This is purely focused around heavy finisher combos, and as you just saw, he does quite a bit of damage, and a lot of it's crit damage. Even without doing the crit damage, you will take just the basic enemies, the normal synthoids and stuff. You'd be throwing them to the wayside in scraps. They are going to be very, very easy, and even with the harder enemies right there, that was challenge level 3, and those were all 145s, and they were fairly simple. Now, I have tweaked this build a little bit to give myself a little bit more of a defensive rating. I was significantly higher on the melee rating and the heroic rating, but my defense was so low that I was just getting, if they were to make contact with you, you were getting knocked very, very easily. So guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the gear, and I'll show you what we're working with for this heavy hitter combo. So first off, guys, starting with the major artifact, we have the Tactagon. Now, you could have gone with the Sacred Nordstone of Lethal Will. This one does a boost to your crit chance and your damage boost when the damage boost is active, and you can activate it with L3 and R3. But instead, I decided to go with this one, guys, because this does an increased damage on enemies affected by any status, and it does increase status damage from all effects. And then you can quill enemies by triggering an explosion that deals exploit damage on enemies affected by any status and increases all status damage against any unaffected enemies hit. So it's pretty nice. Moving down to our minor artifacts, guys, I have this purely for the stat roll, not for the perks. I'm not really focused on the perks when it comes to these so much, more just for the stat rolls. And then down here, I don't have anything much better. This one, though, does add a little bit to our the perks on these aren't really that bad, but again, they're not really what we're focusing on. When it comes to your Brooklyn Brawler, the light combo finishers on both of these, the damage increase and the crit hit chance will actually help you out. So although we're not focused too much on them, they are very, very helpful. And the reason why I have this one mainly is because I don't have anything better at the moment to put on. So because I'm not a huge fan of the stat roll on this. But moving on to the gear, guys, this is really what is going to do it for you. If you look, just looking at the overview right here, you can see that in the top slot right here, we have the heavyweight protector inserts, and it's going to give you a 40.1 chance heavy combo finishers grant a short defensive buff. When you look at what all it does right here, guys, your power attacks are going to disperse an aerosol spray of gamma irradiated nanites, and then you're going to get 11.9 increased damage from sprint and evade attacks. Now, you really just do those right at the beginning, and then every once in a while you'll be doing your evades here and there. You'll actually be evading quite a bit, so that's actually going to help out significantly. Moving on, this one is not as important. It's more just for our stat roll. Again, I do like to have matching status effects, so this is nice with the gamma, and this is going to give you range power attacks are going to deal gamma damage, which is going to be for Cap. It's going to be when you lock on with your shield throw and throw it. So your regular attacks with it won't, but your power attacks, which is the one where you hold it, again, those are going to do gamma damage. And you're going to get 30.7 increase hitting an enemy with a range critical attack, triggers a damage explosions. So 30.7, that's pretty good odds there. And then 13.7 increased stun damage from power attacks. Also very, very good. Moving down with our reflective protective chest plate. This one has good stats on it, and again, you're going to be doing a lot of parrying. I prefer one that has parrying over blocking, just because there's a lot of unblockable attacks, and there's only a few. Once you get later in the game, they typically aren't doing as many of the blockable attacks, so a lot of it's just parrying. So this is the piece right here that is probably the most important in my opinion, and that is the heavyweight Blitz protector. And this one is going to grant you 16.3 increased damage from heavy combo finishers, 22% chance activating an assault heroic, grants a heroic charge burst for all heroics. Now that assault heroic for him is his steamroller where he throws his shield. And then heroic assistance, which is going to increase charge rate of heroic support abilities, so for your rally cry. So those perks are really what we were going for. It just so happens that they had pretty good stat rolls on them as well. As you can see here, our might is pretty good, so we're getting pretty good. I would prefer to have a little bit more on either the melee rating or the heroic rating, but this is not so bad. Again, I was trying to get this defense up a little bit because it was a little low, and that was causing them to be a little too squishy than I like. But I have a good feeling about this one. This one actually works pretty well compared to some of the other ones I have. Now, I do have a couple other builds, guys, I want to show you in a later video. But for now, we're going to move on to the skills for this one. So there's really only a few skills that you really need to look at for this build. If you want to copy everything on here, guys, feel free, but we're really going to focus on some things over here in the combat section. And so starting over here on the first one, the top choice here is the increases the damage by 25% on both light and heavy combo finishers. Again, this is going to be great for when you activate Brooklyn Brawler, but also great for when you're just doing your normal attacks, because we're going to be trying to finish with our heavy combo finishers as often as possible. That's an extra 25% right there. And then over here in the middle right here, this is going to increase crit attack damage by 15% on both light and heavy combo finishers. Again, great for Brooklyn Brawler and great for this build. Now right here on this last one, you can kind of pick what you want. I had it on generating regen packs from performing a takedown, but I moved it over to performing a takedown spawns a heroic orb, because we're going to be trying to get our heroic abilities back as quickly as possible. And realistically, you're going to be dealing a lot of takedowns until you get to some of those bigger enemies, because this is not, we don't have a heavy stun build, so some of those heavier guys are going to take quite a bit to build stun, but the smaller ones are going to be getting stunned pretty quickly. Now again, guys, you can kind of pick whatever you want for the rest of them. The range attacks, you know, we have ones for crit attack chance, 35% on next throw. Our efficiency, this is for shield blocking. I'm not, again, very concerned about these, but there are a couple over here, guys, that I want to show you on the specialty, and that is going to mainly focus around our Brooklyn Brawler. If you look over here, guys, while Brooklyn Brawler is active, light combo finishers have increased impact and deal guaranteed crit attack damage. You are going to be doing a lot of crit damage and critting quite a bit in Brooklyn Brawler. So those other two perks that are from your minor artifacts are really going to kick in right here, because we're going to be doing pretty much nothing but light combo finishers when we're in Brooklyn Brawler, and you're going to be throwing out a lot of damage, as you saw in the video, guys, and as you're going to see in the later footage. And then over here, this is just going to extend the Brooklyn Brawler an additional 3 seconds. Now Brooklyn Brawler is really going to be basically just the icing on the cake, guys. So basically, whenever you're in a tough situation, you need to get some health back, or if you're just surrounded by a lot of enemies, guys, you activate Brooklyn Brawler and you're going to be critting everything in the area, and it's going to clear out enemies really quickly. And the good thing is there's going to be heroic orbs all over the place, so you should be able to build it back up at a pretty good rate as well. So the last thing I want to show you guys on this is I did add just over here to add in your rally cry. This is going to increase the duration of the rally cry, and then right here, this is going to give critic attacks on enemies marked by rally cry deal 15% bonus stun damage. So you should be getting your rally cry back much quicker than your Brooklyn Brawler, obviously, but you should be getting it back pretty quickly, again, with all the heroic orbs you're getting. So throwing that out as often as possible should also help add a little extra DPS to the enemies around you. So that's going to do it, guys, for this build video. I'm going to roll some more footage for you, let you see this build in action. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know a build that you would like me to try to put together for what hero, maybe for Cap or whichever hero you prefer, guys, and I'll try to put it together for you as quickly as possible. Or let me know what kind of build you have. Maybe I can check it out in the future as well. I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure, guys, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell. Pushing out a lot of videos here lately, guys, and a lot of really good stuff that I'm excited about coming in the future that I don't think you're going to want to miss. So if you haven't, again, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video.